Yo, what's going on? The No Hook Podcast. KFJ, Freezy in the building. What's going on?
Oh,
Happy day to you. And we're having this No Hook Podcast. Not going off swimmingly the way I wanted it to, but it's the last season of the NFL game, last game of the NFL season. We got the 49ers tackling the Kansas City Chiefs +2. And I gotta go with the underdog
who's
on
the,
that.
who's the favorite?
The 49ers, they're -2.
Really
Yeah. Right now. It may change as we
interesting.
get closer. Yeah, it might change.
Interesting. Hmm. Very interesting. Well, I can
So
tell you right
I
now, before we
mean,
even go
getting
further, I
to
can tell
this
you right now,
point,
I'm not betting on it.
it must be said, the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson kind of choking out there, man.
Choke like a porn star.
Dang, man, I was
And and
disappointed. I
and I
wanted to
use
say
that
it more.
analogy. I use that analogy because, as I said in the other podcast, that a porn star is the only person I know that can choke that bad and still show their face. Because
Oh,
that was the biggest choke job in the long. That was Donovan
man,
McNabb-ish.
bro.
That was like,
It looks like Joey Beat is playing, by the way. Just throw that out there.
yeah, because he's you know what? Story for another day. Story for another day.
All
Yeah,
right, we'll
no, man.
talk
I need
about
to
the
get on
Joe
this
Embiid
Lamar Jackson
hatred.
thing, man. No, I need to get on this Lamar Jackson thing
Yeah, we'll talk
because
about
I,
Embiid
like
later.
most of Black America, was rooting for Lamar Jackson. I, like
Yeah,
most of
totally.
Black America, expected Lamar Jackson to rise to the occasion. And he got his numbers, but he got the proverbial "it ain't my fault" numbers. He averages about 51
Hmm.
rushing yards a game. He got 54. He averages about 280 passing yards a game. He got 272. But he didn't make
What
the
he,
necessary plays that were on the field, man. He played scared. He played timid. He moved with
but
trepidation.
when they fumbled the football going into the end zone, and they
That's a
was just
product
getting the
of
moment.
playing scared all game. See, people always look at the result, always look at the consequence, and don't look at the cause. What caused him to
Okay,
fumble? Because he was trying to make a play. Why was he standing over that player and getting the unsportsmanlike conduct? Because he's trying to raise the energy of the game. They were flat all game, man. And it started with Lamar. It started,
yeah,
ended,
but that
and middle,
touchdown was
whatever
big
you want to
though.
go with Lamar.
The turnover was big. They was trying to get back
Yeah,
into the
the
game.
nuance of the game, you know what?
They was down 13 or 10. 10, I
You
think.
know what kids say? Punishment sucks. Right? Kids always say punishment sucks. They never say what caused the punishment. Sucks. Yeah, the turnovers were crucial. What caused the turnovers? The turnovers were a consequence of guys pressing, trying to do too much. You saw it a few weeks ago against the Bills. When the Bills were trying to beat the Chiefs, the first play of the game, they fumbled the ball. Why? Because they were anxious. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Every play matters. Gotta make it happen. Gotta make. Just play the game. Just do what you do what you've been doing, and you'll be fine. When you start trying to do everyone else's job, when you start trying to play hero ball, that's when bad things happen. And it was bad from start to finish. And it's so
Mm.
disappointing because this is it. You hope Lamar gets another shot, but that was his moment. You only get one moment to be great. You get an eternity to suck. And he sucked. And he's gonna suck the rest. And I'm rooting for him. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, I hope it's not a plan, but I hope I'm wrong.
You just giving that man a little bit of tough love. That's all.
No, it's not about tough love. It's no love. It's no love.
That's how
No,
I do it. Tough love. I don't
nah,
really like any of
nah,
you guys, but
no,
I'm
no,
gonna want y'all to
no,
do. Y'all
no,
gotta
no,
win every
no.
game.
Tough love would have been, you'll get him next time, champ. You just gotta, bring your arm in a little bit. Read the cover too a little
That's
better.
not tough. If you're like, you just gotta get them next time, Jen. That's not tough.
What's
Tough
tough
is
about
like you
dude?
look like sheep.
Yeah, what's tough about dude? You looked awful. What's tough love about that? That's the truth. He looked terrible. He looked scared. He looked shook to death. Why would he not run the ball? He should have had 5 skillion yards. He should have had at least 500 yards that game. It was there
You gotta
for the
ask that man,
taking.
bro.
He looked like he was trying to beat them like he was trying to prove the world wrong instead of just being right. You know what I mean? It's like you want to do it so you can rub it in everybody's face. I threw from the
Right, right,
pocket for
right, right.
300 yards. Just run the ball. It's very, you know what? I know this is only like our 7th episode, and I'm rocking with you. You know, I'm rolling with you, but you can't watch TV and do a podcast, dude. It's either one or the
Hey
other.
man, I apologize to the viewing audience, but the Sixers game is on, and I admit, like I'm kind of like distracted
Okay,
by the
you
game.
can't watch the basketball game and do a podcast.
You're right, and I'm sorry to the viewers. I apologize. I won't do it any longer, but like and share the comment, the content. Like and share, like and share for
This dude, you
people
gotta look at
making
the camera,
mistakes.
bro. You gotta connect with the camera. It's like we're on a date. You keep picking up your phone and looking at a IG here. You know what I mean? You got
Okay. It's that ADD popping up. I can't. It's all up over here with me. I can't.
I don't
Gotta
even know.
zone
I
out.
didn't even know the
I,
Sixers played. I didn't even know this is my 5th podcast today. I didn't even know the Sixers played tonight.
but see, that's the thing. You watch more of everybody. I know what's going on with the Sixers.
No, I watched the Sixers. I gotta put my negative energy out there on Embiid. I watched the Sixers. I just
Why
been
would you put negative energy on that man?
because I want him off my team. Duh. Like duh.
Wow, Jones. I don't know about that. You
Never
want
get
him off your team?
scoring. Tell you
He's
like the way
generational.
taking
That
70
man's
points, scoring
generational.
himself. What'd you say?
That man is generational. Generational. Joel Embiid is generational talent. That gets hurt every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, hey. I get that. You know what I mean? You can't get hurt all the time, especially in the off, and you're not playing as well as I know or I've seen you play before. Now we got a man over here that claims to be a Sixers fan and is talking about he wants that man off the football team.
It's basketball. And yes,
basketball. I do see the Sixers, Jamie.
it's kind of thorough, right?
Yeah,
Kind of
that's
hot,
not
right?
really indicative of your fanship.
Man, bottom line, dude, you said that he gets hurt occasionally. He's healthy occasionally. Let's call it right. He's hurt more than he's healthy. He's in the tub more than he's helping the club.
I feel you, and I feel you a lot, but at the same time, he's generational when he is healthy. And you're gonna say he's never healthy.
Why didn't
He
Dan
is
Campbell
healthy.
kick? Speaking of bad decisions, why didn't Dan Campbell kick the damn field goal? Bro,
He's
you
got
lost by
skate.
3 and you left 6 on the board. Do you
He
feel
got
that yet?
skate.
Do you feel that yet? You lost by 3 and you left 6 on the board. Do you feel that yet? They tell me, oh, well, the kicker's not a sure thing. You had 3 downs to get 10 yards. I think, methinks the law of averages says you probably should just kick the field goal. Kick the field goal! For the love of God, kick the field goal!
You gotta kick the field goal, son.
I swear on all that's holy in a bucket of Popeyes. Kick the field goal. Look, get me a t-shirt that says kick the field goal, white man from town. Kick the field goal. The whole city
What'd you
of
say?
Detroit
Kick
is
the
like
field goal?
this.
What?
What'd you say?
What did you say? Kick the field goal?
Kick
What?
the field goal, white man from town. Kick the field goal. Kick the field goal.
I say the same thing. I'm like, kick the field goal.
Super Bowl, and you trying to prove how tough you are. All season going for it on 4th down. Really? Because I remember a game in Dallas, you went for it twice on a 2-point conversion and lost the game. I think Alicia Keys got a hit record called Lesson Learned. You know who doesn't learn the lesson? A fool. A fool and a mediocre. Mediocre. The worst thing in the world is mediocrity. Embrace mediocrity. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. Why? Kick the goal.
Why go for it on 4th down?
You up 17-0. You up 17-0. You rolling right now. When you're up 14-0, you know what the 49ers do? That ain't number 2 touchdowns. We good.
There's only 2 touchdowns, right?
3 scores, man, we got to get back in this game. You go from it ain't nothing but a touchdown and an interception to we got to get back in this game. Why they always trying to prove like what why? Field goal.
They get scared and they get anxious.
They scared. There's another word that begins with S. Not scared. Starts with S, ends with D. Put it together. It's a good Scrabble word. Good word with friends word. Because that was a debacle. It was a slow. Because I had the Lions outright. You had the Lions on the points, so you won. You won some paper.
No, did I have it was 4.5, was it? No.
It was.
It was 7.
No, it
The
was
Lions
4,
was
and
7.
you took them on the points, so they lost
Yeah,
by
that
3.
was
So you was Gucci. I had them
right.
outright. I lost. Not only did I lose, I was the butt of jokes this week, dang. How that
Yeah,
Brock
bro,
Purdy look?
that's pretty sad,
How that
bro.
Brock Purdy look, Quimmy? How'd he look? He looked good, huh?
He's not good enough.
Well,
I
I
mean,
know
I'm
one
talking about
thing.
Detroit.
I'm talking about lessons learned.
He left 6 points on the board. That's what happened. You lose in the
Man, Brock
NFC
Purdy threw a fadeaway pass in the middle of the field and walked away to talk about it. I knew the game was over at that point. This dude was fading away and just threw it up in the middle of the field. And all you see is a hand come up out of nowhere from the heavens and grab the ball. And Detroit over here dropping easy passes and refusing to kick the field goal. It was like Madden. It was like they were playing
That's a
Madden.
perfect recipe for an L in the
It's like they were
championship
playing
game.
Madden. And they refused to accept that it was 4 for 99. I'm going to run a draw. Like, dude, just punt the piece. Just punt the piece. Yeah,
Right.
I felt for the city, but I learned a valuable lesson this week before we move on.
You felt for Detroit?
Huh?
You said you felt for Detroit?
No, I'm lying. That's what they get. Screw them. Screw them.
Ah,
But
they're a bunch of
don't ever bet
bags.
against Patrick Mahomes, man. It's time for it to elevate him into the Brady stratosphere of I don't bet against that dude. I don't bet against that dude. Who you got in the Super Bowl? Whoever Patrick Mahomes is playing for. Who you
Yeah,
got?
they're the underdogs too, so I gotta rock with Pat Mahomes.
Whoever, I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes. I don't care. I'm probably not even gonna watch the Super Bowl. I was gonna watch it for Usher. I'm not gonna lie, I'm an Usher fan. I just want to get your attention, but yeah, I'm probably not gonna tune in for the Super Bowl. I'll probably watch what's happening. Yo, do you watch Tubi?
Oh, speaking of that, no, I don't watch Tubi, but I wanted to ask
Gotta
you about
watch
something else.
Tubi, man. Tubi. All right, so here's the deal, the backdrop of Tubi, right? So
Tubi? Is that the network or is it a show?
It's a network. It's a streaming network. So here's the thing.
Okay.
Tubi was supposed to be this revolutionary, like it was supposed to be an answer to Netflix with alternative talent, like more, I think they call it urban talent with the urban people of color, hella melanated people. And they got all this.
Bro, that's why I want you to play in my movie. You're gonna be the lead role in
I'm
my
no movie
movie.
dude. I'm an actor, dude. This is real life for me, B. It's real life in these
And we're
streets.
gonna put it on TV, Tubi, when you're gonna be a big celebrity. I'm gonna be a big guy, a big writer that wrote the
I
movie.
watch Tubi. I ain't on Tubi, man. My acting days are long gone. But listen, so they got all this money, right? They got all
You
this
know
money.
me, I'll be interrupting sometime, bro.
You always be interrupting me.
My bad, bro. Go for it.
No, you can't when you don't have a microphone, you don't get to dictate the conversation.
You can't hear me?
Lavalier. You have a lavalier mic. You know who has a lavalier mic? People in the audience. You know who has a microphone? The host. Little food for thought. Little food for thought there, Captain. Little food for thought there.
Copy.
Write that down. You know who has a lavalier? Stage managers and people in the audience. You know who has a mic? The host, because it's only.
I actually like that microphone. It looks pretty solid, bro.
Yeah, it looks pretty dope. I look pretty stoic holding my mic like this. But yeah, man. Tubi. So this dude gets all this money for Tubi, and then he decides, you know what? I don't want to do it anymore. We're gonna suck, and claims like bankruptcy and leaves the network. So Rupert Murdoch from Fox News bought Tubi, right? And dude, I am a Tubi watcher. I watch Tubi. I watch what's happening like at least 3 times a week. And I watch John Wick on Tubi. Yeah, I watch because you know me, man. Like I'm a square. I watch old shows. I refuse to watch things that don't have black people in it. Like I'm a square. So yeah, I was watching 2 days ago. I was watching what's happening. It's probably what I'm going to watch during the Super Bowl is Tubi.
I watched Where Are They Now the other day, Roger Thomas, and he got addicted on the drugs a little bit, but then he had his reprieval and came back.
What is that to do with Tubi?
Roger Thomas,
From
you said you was watching. You said what's happening? Roger Thomas, the guy.
Oh, Roger. No, his what was his name? It's like
Ernest.
Ernest. Yeah, Ernest Turner, right? No, Ernest Turner was a basketball player. Ernest something. He was on drugs?
Yes.
Raj was on drugs. Get out.
Roger was on drugs.
I
Shout out
blame
to him,
D.
by the way.
I blame D. D. You can't live around a snitch, man. Snitches will drag you down every time. And then his mom just disappeared, and his dad was like, he looked nothing like his dad. Like he looked like the casting director made no attempt to make these two black people look alike. Absolutely none. Dwayne looked more like his dad than Raj did. And if you notice,
did Rerun die?
Nah, Fred Berry. Damn, do you like killing? Like, is there no Easter Bunny? I don't think Fred Berry. Maybe
I thought he died though.
it was like 50 years ago. That's a good question for Google. Let me see. I can't open my phone right now and do the thing, but I'll check it out. Yeah,
I'm sorry to be morbid, but bro,
sorry to be morbid. Yeah, your show.
That was his show though.
Character was on crack. You like crack, don't you, Raj?
You're starting to show your age by talking about what's happening.
Dude,
nobody knows about that show nowadays.
Look at my face. I'm about 70% gray. So he did die. Wow.
Oh man.
He was only 52?
Damn. Oh, let me ask you this though. How many fat boys is living right now? Fat boys.
I don't know, man. Prince Marquis D is still alive. He was.
No, he died.
Get out of here.
Yeah, light skin.
Yo, man. Talk about something happy, man. Happy times, good things, good things.
Okay, let me talk about something happy. And it may be unhappy for you because you're a little bit sensitive right now. Is Griselda. Griselda on Netflix is the joint. You gotta check it out.
I was talking to this lady in the gym about it, right? It's like 5 a.m. And she's like, man, picture the most staunch Trump supporter you can imagine. Like if you were to draw a female Trump supporter, she would look just like it. And so one day we were just talking, and she was telling me about how I was telling her I don't have Netflix. You gotta get Netflix. It's the greatest thing. They got so many great shows on there, right? So
really?
Yeah, man. I don't know if Tuesday was like to come talk to Kwame Day, but everybody wants to have a conversation at 3 a.m. But she's like, "Did you get Netflix yet?" No, I did not get Netflix, Alice. I don't even know her name is Alice, but we'll just call Alice. No, Alice, I did not get Netflix.
Alice.
Oh my God. Griselda is amazing. It's about this drug dealer from Miami, and she's a female.
She was from
Medellin. First of all, she's from Colombia. She's from Colombia, right?
Yeah.
And she's a little bit more than a drug dealer. Sure. But
the joints in that show was crazy, bro.
And I told her, I said, "Hey, Alice." Again, I don't know if her name is Alice. Let's just say that. Rumor is that's what I call
her. What the fuck? Whoever is Alice?
Name is whatever you answer to. That's what I was always taught. If you answer to Schmuckin, your name is Schmuckin. So I say, "Hey, Alice. You might want to check out Cocaine Cowboys too." Mind blown if you think Griselda's pretty good. But yeah, she's trying to sell me on that. I used to have Netflix, but we were one of those shared passwords people. So when they locked that up, we lost our access. And the house cable is one of the bills I pay. I refuse to add another streaming network. I am not paying.
How much is your cable bill, bro?
Yo, what are you writing a book? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm curious to know because we don't even really use our cable. We do streaming, and for football, we have the cable for football only, but everything else is streaming.
Yeah, I stream and I watch shows. I mean, you can't watch TV now without streaming. I had the NFL ticket. Yo, man. This is not a show about what's going on in my living room. Like, you got some questions for me here, Chief?
Yes, I do.
You got some topics to discuss? We over here talking about how much my cable bill may or may not be. You got Clyde Simmons going on behind you.
This show has no hook to it, so it doesn't really have a rhyme or reason. We're a no hook podcast.
All right. Well, yeah.
You like that?
No, I don't. No. It seems like
I
didn't do my homework, so I got nothing to talk about podcasts.
What'd you say? I have
seems like I didn't do my homework and you got nothing to talk about podcasts.
You don't want to talk about what I want to talk about.
Come on, bring it.
You don't want to talk about Griselda.
I haven't watched it.
You said you don't want to talk about Joel Embiid.
What do you want to talk about Embiid about? Like, what are we talking about here? He played because if he misses like 5 more games, he won't be eligible for any awards.
It's not really Joel Embiid. I mean, to be honest with you, you're right. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna pull the curtain back for you so you can see what's going on here. So David wants to do a podcast, but
Wait
David
a minute,
doesn't want to
Freezy.
let me put together the podcast. He wants to do it himself. So he wants to host the show, and he had no idea what that entailed. So now
No,
he
I
knows
don't.
what it does. He's like, you know,
Tell the audience I'm sorry, man. Just like
I'm
and
just gonna
share
be
the
really
joy,
bad
man.
at
That's
this. I'm
all
just
I
gonna be
can
really bad at this
share.
part. So eventually you'll fire me, put me out of my misery, and then you'll go back to hosting the show and putting together the topics. That's not how it's gonna work, my friend. I'm going to go get a camera.
You mean to tell me I had to actually do something?
Yeah. Or you could have left me alone and just let me do it. You could have just left me alone and let me do it. And I'm gonna tell you something else.
Okay.
If you look at that TV one more time, I'm ending this podcast right now.
I wasn't looking at the TV. My eye. I had something caught up in my eye.
Dude, I could be. What time is it now? You got 4 minutes, man. 4 minutes to come up with something good, or I'm ending this podcast. I can go get me my camera.
Okay. So the 49ers and the Chiefs. Are we still on the 49ers and the Chiefs? We're talking about the Eagles.
You suck.
The Eagles
You suck. You're the Baker Mayfield of hosting. You're the Baker Mayfield.
Oh, that's low. That's low. That is lower than low.
Oh man, Dylan Brooks punched LeBron James in the head today. Yesterday, did you see that?
I thought we was trying to be a non-violent podcast. No hook.
I even sent you pointers to try to help you find relevant stuff to talk about, and you still come to me with nothing, dude. You're lucky I love you.
Right.
I would so fire.
Step into my office because you're fired.
Not even, cut that kiosk card off, man. Cut that.
You can't fire me because I'm not making any money.
It don't matter. You can find out how you want to find out how unpaid gets fired. Keep going the way you're going. There you go. How about that?
I apologize.
I have fired people that I'm not paying, and I was supposed to be paying, but they didn't get past the introductory period, so they got fired. I had a dude come out and film one time for me, and he was like 46 minutes late. So I let him get there, let him pay for parking, let him come into the studios at Philly, and let him come to the studio. And I had already sent everybody else home. So I waited for him, let him pay for parking, get all the stuff, and they said, yo, man, the show's over. We're not taping. And you good, man. I'm going to find another cameraman. And bounced on him.
There you have it, coming directly from the boss man. KFJ is laying the smack down on me right about now.
Not about being a boss, man. It's just
I did not show up with the necessary topics. I mean, I think that I got them, and I do got them, but I don't really got them. You know, KFJ is a demanding boss, and I come into work every single day. I'm like,
yo,
how's it going,
you're rambling right now to cover up the time limit that you got. Real quick before I cut you off, Dylan Brooks. He punched LeBron in the face on the low and got away with it.
Okay.
Is there a bounty going to be put on Dylan Brooks right now? I think there's going to be a bounty on Dylan Brooks.
Did he hit him in the face? He did hit him in the face.
He kung fu-ed. All right.
Yeah.
The ball is here. He punched here. Let me reenact that. I'm going for a rebound. No, take that.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
There's about to be a bounty on his life.
LeBron James was crying though. What makes you think they're going to have a bounty on his head?
Because you can't.
Like, what does that mean though? Well, like, what do you mean when you say that a bounty?
I believe that other players are going to start going after him. You're going after the golden goose. You know what the NBA is without LeBron James is the G League. Like, I mean, you got like that's a bit extreme, but people watch it either because they hate LeBron or because they love LeBron. So if you're going after LeBron, other players aren't eating. It's a great quote about Isaiah Thomas. He talks about how great Michael Jordan was for business. He said when he was the NBA's players rep for the Players Association when Jordan was in the league, he said they got 53% of all revenue. So to put that in layman's terms for people, they got 53 cents for every dollar made when Jordan was in the league. So when the NBA makes $500 million off a TV deal, the players were eating because of Michael Jordan. That's why everybody says Jordan's the greatest. Well, you fast forward that to where we are with LeBron. LeBron's entered another stratosphere. Kobe Bryant did this too. And LeBron carries the torch. You hear about Tom Brady taking less money for the team. People always want athletes to work for free. You ever notice that? Oh, take a little bit.
I don't get that either.
You take less at your job. LeBron and Kobe said, no, I want every bit of my money that you can pay me. I want every
As
bit.
you should.
Well,
As they should.
The reason why you do that quickly is because you have a union. And if LeBron James takes every bit of what he's owed, then you can't go to the guy that's like 14th on the bench and say, hey, can you take a little less for us? LeBron's doing it. No, you can't do that. If LeBron's setting the tone, setting the bar, setting the standard, then they got to follow it down and trickle down. Conversely, if Tom Brady takes a little less, then the fifth wide receiver on the team gets screwed because they say, well, Tom Brady's taking less, so why can't you fifth wide receiver, roster wide receiver? So that's why LeBron's great for business. That's why players are going to ride for him, and that's why Dylan Brooks will be a marked man. Guarantee you, I would say, can't guarantee it because I'm looking bad in these streets with my guarantees. But I would say, man, give it 5 games before you see Dylan Brooks get flagrant foul. Like a Bill Laimbeer, Kurt Russell, Kevin McHale, white guy flagrant foul. See, because white guys flagrant foul different than brothers. We flagrant foul you, but it's through the spirit of trying to block something to get a steal. A white dude has just come out and just for no reason. So yeah, I think like a Greg Kite, Detlef Shrimp, Sarunas Marshall on his hard fouls coming Dylan Brooks' way. And with that, I'm shutting down the podcast, you unprepared dude. Next time we do this, you need to have some topics ready in hand, or I'm taking back the reins.
Okay, fair enough, my brother.
Close the show.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
Whatever. Till you do right by me, nothing good is going to come your way. That's it for the No Hook Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Peace.